Hello, 4th grade. This is Miss Carson here after a long spring break. I hope you guys enjoyed your spring break. I hope you rested. I know it probably felt funky, but it was a break from the packets, so I really hope you took advantage of that. We are back, and I am going to do things a little bit differently with this video. I'm not going to go over all the answers. We're going to touch each day quickly, and then I will post the answer key like I have been in Google Classroom, okay? So, spring break. I wonder what you guys did. Feel free to email me. If your parents have my cell phone number, okay, you guys are gonna get really excited here, and they're okay with it, I am 100% fine with you texting me. I got clarification from Mrs. Murphy, our assistant principal, that is okay. So if you guys want to text me, not all the time, but just to check in, I'm fine with that. On your personal phones, that's fine. But you need to make sure with your parents that it's okay before you do it. So let's talk about spring break. What did I do over spring break? I continued with my 100 burpees a day. I'm doing those as a challenge for 30 days. I am on today is gonna be day 14. I haven't done them today yet, but I will. I continued with those. I watched a ton of movies. I binge watched a ton of shows. I read. In fact, I finished that new book that I got before spring break that I told you guys about that Friday in my last YouTube video. I finished that book, and I ended up ordering 3 more books. So I'm really into nonfiction biography-ish books, autobiography books as well. So I ordered 3 more of those. And then I did a little fun reading. I'm gonna show you those in a minute. So I ordered the second book of the one that I just finished. It was called Girl, Wash Your Face. This one's called Girl, Stop Apologizing. So I'm gonna start that here pretty soon. I also ordered Michelle Obama's autobiography called Becoming, which I'm super excited about. It's a big one, but I've been wanting to read this, so I'm super excited. And I ordered Alicia Keys' autobiography. I am in love with one of her new songs, and I just think she's awesome, so I wanted to read a little bit about her. And then my fun read that I did during spring break, as you know, I have a dog. She's actually right here. This is Branka. You guys haven't met her in person, but you've seen her because she's on my phone case. But she's my baby. Say hi, Branka. Hi. So I ended up reading this dog body language book. So it tells you when a dog paws at you or barks, why it does that. So I'm an expert now on dog body language. It was such a fun little read, and I really enjoyed it. So I hope you guys have been reading books. Feel free to comment on this link to tell me what you have been reading. And let's get started. Enough about me. All right, so first thing, shout outs. On my last video, the question for the shout out was, what is the genre of the ever-changing sky passage that we read? We had 2 friends get it right. Avonlea from my homeroom, fantastic. And Danielle from my homeroom, fantastic. You both got it, and it was expository nonfiction. Remember, what does expository nonfiction do? I hope you're saying slaps you in the face with information, because expository slaps you in the face with information. It's just giving us information on the sky, so it's expository nonfiction. We also had one more person that gets a double shout out for getting my challenge in Google Classroom that I posted, I think, on Tuesday. The challenge Tuesday was, what 2 things do you need to draw conclusions or make an inference? These are not physical things. These are things here, okay? So let's think about this. The correct answer was my background knowledge, so what I already know about the topic, and then magnifying glass, your textual evidence. So you look at the text, you see what's in the text, you pair that with your background knowledge, and we have a conclusion, okay? Avonlea again. Avonlea gets a double shout out because she got both of the challenges correct. Avonlea, awesome job. Super proud of you. We got to read poetry this week. Our genre or category was poetry. So easy reads, just poems, and there were quite a few. The good thing was that they were all within the packet. So let's start with Monday. The topic of Monday was theme, and I wonder if anybody remembers what theme is. Theme is the heart of the story, the life lesson, what we can take out of the book and apply to our own lives. So be courageous, be kind to others, always tell the truth, okay? Those kind of things. We've worked with theme a lot. What you had to do was read the poem Sherry and explain what the theme was. You were supposed to create a theme graphic organizer. I'm gonna put mine in Google Classroom. All I really wanna do is talk about what the theme of that story was. So we have the speaker. We have a speaker of a poem, remember? Not a narrator, a speaker when it's a poem. When it's a story, you have a narrator. This is a poem, okay? So we have this little speaker that does not have many friends, and Sherry ends up being kind to him and ends up that she's getting something from him as well because she's colorblind, and he is describing the rainbow so she can picture the colors of the rainbow. Really sweet poem. So what do you guys think the theme was? Everyone else in his class was mean, called him weird, teased him, except for Sherry. Sherry was kind to him. So I think the theme could be something like be kind to others, okay? What you were supposed to do was label that. I started to do it here on paper, real messy, sorry guys. And then you were to support why you think that was the theme with details from the text. So that will be in the Google Classroom, all right? So theme, check it off, we're moving to Tuesday. Tuesday's work, you were to compare and contrast both the poem Sherry and Summertime Sharing. So you were to draw a picture. All of Monday and Tuesday you were supposed to draw a picture, and then complete a Venn diagram comparing and contrasting the similarities and differences. So I want you to think as you're looking at mine, why is the theme similar? If it is similar, why? If it's not, why? I noticed that they were both dealing with kindness. So I want you to be thinking about that. The answers for that will be in the key. Moving on to Wednesday. Wednesday was one of my favorite skills, and you guys know it, sensory words. What on earth are sensory words? Let's think about our 5 senses. We have touch, smell, taste, hear, and see, okay? We use all 5 of our senses to be able to take things in, okay? So think about, why does an author use sensory words? What do they want you to be able to do as you're reading? I hope you said visualize and feel like you are there. So think about, if someone describes something that they see, are you able to picture it better if they use more words or less words? More. So sensory words are those more words that an author is putting into the story for you to be able to visualize and picture exactly what they're talking about. For this, you read a poem with a lot of sensory words, and you had to find the sensory words and put them in a chart with the 5 senses. You were to identify what sense that word is appealing to. So for example, in the poem Grandma's Visit, we had dripping bowls. So think about making a cake, and this is what I pictured. I make a cake, and I'm scraping the batter out, and the batter is dripping out. What does that appeal to? Dripping bowls. How would you tell something is dripping? You would look at it. So that appeals to the sense of sight. For smell, they were describing aromas, which are smells, aromas of chocolate. Now, you all know I love chocolate. I am smelling melted fondue chocolate when I read that. So what does that sense does that appeal to? Smell. So you had to continue to find words within this poem and place them into a graphic organizer, similar to this. Thursday, you were supposed to read To Manga, My Hamster. When I read this story and saw the picture with it, all I could think about was when we read Humphrey. I wonder if you guys were thinking that too. So what you had to do for that is you had to explain what message do you think that the speaker of this poem is trying to send. For me, I thought about it in an aspect of Branka. What would I want for Branka if I could give it to her? A backyard to start, the best food, all the room to run. So sometimes I feel guilty because I can't give that to her. It seems like this speaker was thinking the same thing. So, what message is the speaker trying to send? I will have that in the answer key. I want you thinking, though, that he's kind of sad that he can't let the hamster free. Why? What does he want the hamster to have that it doesn't, being the owner, okay? All right. And then Friday, again, still talking about the speaker of the poem, but this time we're talking about their feelings. How is the speaker of the poem Waiting Room Zoo, how do they change from the beginning to the middle to the end of the story? What happens to make them change? How are they feeling through the changes? So I want you guys to look at my Google Classroom for the answers for that. You also had to add an emoji, which I thought was super fun. I wish I could do this with you in the classroom. We have 2 challenges this week. One is going to be reading based, and one is just gonna be fun. So, reading based challenge. You ready? Go ahead and comment on this YouTube link with the answer, and you have to put it in your own words. So even if you look it up on the internet, you have to put it in your own words. What is a stanza? What is a stanza? Big question mark. Comment on the link, the comment areas below this YouTube video. Second challenge. If you send me a video, okay? So over text is fine. Your parents can text it to me. Of you doing a burpee, I will give you a shout out. Because I'm doing 100 burpees, I thought it would be kind of fun to include you all. And it's active. So I'm gonna show you what a burpee is in just a minute. And if you send me a video via text or email of you doing that burpee, you will get a giant shout out along with my reading question next week's video. I hope you guys are well. I miss you so much. I cannot explain it. Please reach out, please keep contact, and keep up with our videos so we can at least be communicating with you in a face-to-face way, okay? All right, guys, I'll see you piggies next week. Bye. Challenge. You only have to do one and send me a video of you doing it. I'm gonna show you what it should look like, all right? So, you're gonna jump up, go down to the ground, back up, and you're gonna hop back up and do another jump, okay? That was a slow-mo one. Send me your videos. I can't wait to see your faces. Bye, guys.